Hello everyone, welcome to back my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Triple H has been at the helm of WWE for more than a year now and has introduced a number of new championships in that time. But it seems that he isn't sticking to the rules that he once set himself. Back when Daniel Bryan was world champion, Triple H and the Authority made the rule that a championship should be defended every 30 days. And while there have been leniencies for injured stars or ones on a part-time contract, usually this is a guideline that the company sticks to. While Gunther and Cody Rhodes have gone more than a month without defending their titles, the two men already have WrestleMania bouts decided and have been an integral part of programming. Braun Breaker, on the other hand, has only wrestled one match since the Royal Rumble and hasn't defended his title since January 25th. Breaker has been on Raw and part of storylines, so there's no reason why his title hasn't been on the line. It's hard to imagine that there would be an episode of WWE Raw in Madison Square Garden without Triple H being there to make an announcement. And since it has been around 6 weeks since Breaker has defended his title, he could step in to either take the belt or force him to defend it. In the past, titles have been taken for lack of defenses, and stars have been forced to relinquish them if it becomes clear that they can't defend in the allotted time period. It will be interesting to see if Breaker is made part of the show since he has a title that needs to be defended, and there are already a number of matches announced for this week's Raw, which will be headlined by the steel cage match between Seth Rollins and CM Punk. Introduction. In the world of professional wrestling, storylines evolve quickly, and characters shift to keep the audience on the edge of their seats. Few superstars in WWE have held the same iconic level of authority and influence as Triple H, a legend in his own right. He has transitioned from a wrestler to an executive figure, making monumental decisions on WWE programming over the years. This dynamic has allowed for a deep exploration of his character, from the rebellious cerebral assassin to his more corporate, power-driven persona. One potential storyline that could shake WWE to its core is the return of Triple H to Raw, where he could be the one to strip a major WWE champion of their title, all because that champion broke one of Triple H's established rules. The idea of Triple H returning as the enforcer of his own edicts would offer fans the chance to witness a combination of nostalgia, drama, and unexpected twists. But beyond the basic concept, a swerve, a sudden unexpected shift in the storyline, could make this scenario even more intriguing. The setup. The champion breaking the rule. To make the swerve effective, there needs to be a clear setup, where the WWE champion has been involved in actions or behavior that violate the rules Triple H has set. These rules could be both real, tied to in-ring conduct or backstage behavior, and symbolic, representing a betrayal of Triple H's vision for WWE. Imagine that the reigning champion is someone who has been pushing the boundaries of Triple H's power. Maybe they have ignored his instructions or engaged in behavior that undermines the WWE authority. This champion could be someone who has taken liberties with Triple H's legacy and his grip on the company. They could have made personal attacks on Triple H or done something to publicly challenge his influence over Raw, perhaps even questioning his role in management or making power moves that directly go against Triple H's wishes. For example, let's say the champion is someone like Roman Reigns, a dominant figure who has had a massive run as champion, but who now has begun to make rash decisions. Perhaps Reigns is challenging the very structure Triple H has built, mocking the rules set in place, and even hinting at the possibility that it's time for a new era without the old guard's influence. Reigns could have wrestled in matches outside the established WWE framework, or even recruited other wrestlers to form an alliance that goes against Triple H's authority. It's in this kind of scenario that Triple H would have to make his move. The champion, feeling untouchable, could have flaunted the rules so overtly that it leaves Triple H with no other option but to intervene. The return of Triple H, the enforcer of his own rules. Triple H's return to Raw could be built around his decision to enforce order once again, not just as a general authority figure, but as someone who takes his leadership role seriously. He wouldn't just return for a random appearance. No, this moment would be the culmination of months of tension. Triple H would arrive with the intent of taking back control. The Raw episode where Triple H returns could be filled with hype. There's been growing tension between the champion and Triple H's faction, or perhaps the storyline has already been building to a breaking point. The segment would begin with the reigning champion standing tall in the ring, cutting a promo about their dominance, defying Triple H's authority, and emphasizing how they've rewritten the rules. This could be a time for the champion to declare that they're above the company, bigger than the titles they hold. As the champion continues their tirade, the lights dim and a familiar theme begins to play. Triple H's entrance theme signaling his arrival. The crowd erupts as Triple H walks down to the ring, dressed in his business attire, exuding an air of authority and determination. In this first confrontation, Triple H would issue a stern warning to the champion. He would tell them that WWE has rules in place for a reason. Rules that maintain the integrity of the company, the championship, and the legacy of the business itself. He would lay down the law, stating that the champion has broken one of the fundamental rules, which is why they are unfit to continue holding the title. In a world where power, respect, and legacy matter, Triple H would make it clear that no one is bigger than the company or the legacy of WWE. The swerve. A twist in the tale. Here's where the true swerve could come into play. Just as the audience expects Triple H to strip the champion of the title and make an example out of them, things take a surprising turn. Just as Triple H is about to make the announcement, he could reveal that the champion's actions have been exactly what he wanted all along. This could be a brilliant move on Triple H's part. He orchestrated the entire situation from the start. The champion's arrogance, their defiance, and their disregard for the company's rules could have been the exact behavior that Triple H hoped to provoke. Instead of being the one to take the title away, Triple H would use this as a launching point to further solidify his own power, demonstrating his cunning and manipulation. For example, Triple H could turn the tables by declaring that the champion has violated the rule in a way that makes them a more valuable asset to the business than ever before. The champion's actions may have been reckless, but that recklessness has drawn even more attention to the company. Triple H could capitalize on that, offering the champion an even bigger platform to prove their dominance, a larger stage to represent the future of WWE, but at the cost of something greater, their loyalty to Triple H's rules and legacy. In this swerve, Triple H would then offer the champion a choice: comply with his terms or face dire consequences. But in doing so, he leaves the door open for the champion to exploit this situation for their own gain. A new alliance could form, or Triple H could manipulate the champion into doing his bidding, allowing him to remain champion, but under Triple H's control. Another potential swerve could involve Triple H making the champion the target of a deeper, more sinister plot. He could bring in other wrestlers, those aligned with him or under his influence, to turn on the champion. In this case, Triple H doesn't strip the champion of the title directly. Instead, he allows the chaos to unfold, orchestrating an entire backstage conspiracy to create an environment where the champion is undermined, eventually leading to their downfall, not at the hands of Triple H directly, but at the hands of the chaos he has cultivated. The fallout, the long-term impact. The long-term ramifications of this swerve would be profound. The storyline could last for months, with Triple H manipulating not just the champion, but other WWE superstars as well. The authority figure role that Triple H has historically occupied would be turned into a double-edged sword, where his influence is so strong that it either forces superstars to comply with his demands or face disastrous consequences. This type of storyline could also give rise to unexpected alliances. The champion, now paranoid and unsure of whom to trust, could form uneasy partnerships with other wrestlers who are similarly in Triple H's sights. Meanwhile, Triple H could have his own hidden agenda, using every situation to further his hold on WWE. The audience would be left questioning whether Triple H can be trusted or whether he's always 5 steps ahead of everyone else, playing a long game of chess while others play checkers. As the weeks and months go by, the champion could see their power dwindle, slowly but surely. They might still hold the title for a time, but the cracks in their facade would begin to show. Meanwhile, Triple H would watch from the shadows, pulling the strings and determining who the real puppet master is in WWE. The ultimate swerve, Triple H's own championship ambition. In an even greater twist, the final swerve could involve Triple H positioning himself to take the title back. Having manipulated the champion into submission and orchestrated a systematic breakdown of their career, Triple H could return to the ring and challenge for the championship. This would be an epic return to form for Triple H, who could once again become a central figure in WWE storylines. As a former multi-time world champion, his desire to reclaim the gold would add a sense of urgency and drama to the entire situation. The culmination of this storyline could involve a massive high-stakes match at one of WWE's biggest pay-per-views, where the fate of both Triple H and the champion is sealed. But instead of being the authority figure, Triple H could transform back into the cerebral assassin, a calculated and ruthless competitor. The storyline could end with a dramatic finish, where Triple H either wins the title or takes a backseat to a new champion, thus creating an ongoing rivalry or even a new era in WWE. Conclusion: in a world where WWE thrives on unexpected twists and turns, the idea of Triple H returning to Raw to strip a major WWE champion of their title after breaking his rules provides fertile ground for storytelling. With the potential for a multi-layered swerve, fans could witness not only the return of one of WWE's most influential figures, but also an intricate tale of power, betrayal, and manipulation. Whether Triple H remains in the shadows, pulling strings from behind the scenes, or takes center stage in the ring once again, the possibilities for this storyline are endless. Ultimately, this return would be a celebration of Triple H's legacy, while simultaneously pushing the WWE product into new and exciting territories. Thanks for watching this video, and please subscribe our WWE official YouTube channel for more update news.